and he was a professor on rural development. And I grew up at Hyderabad. So my first influencer to pursue academy was my father. And during my early foundation years, I was always fascinated, of the diseases, why people became sick, and then why and how the medicines asked them to cope up. I mean, how were they were recovered. So that helped me navigate myself to chemistry and genetics, taking these subjects in my graduation. Then I pursued my master's in medicinal chemistry from Women's College Osmania University at Hyderabad, which helped me to gain knowledge on molecular basis of diseases, where I was a gold medalist in my master's. After which I went on to do my first job at Indian Institute of Chemical Technology under two scientists, that is Professor G. Bhubaneshwar and Dr. Snehlata Nair. Until then, always wanted to be a part of pharma industry, working towards making drugs for life. But then I was not sure whether I wanted to pursue PhD in chemistry or do something like that. But during my time at ICT, I met with Dr. Darshan Ranganathan. I heard her speak in a seminar talk, and that was a turning moment for me. She was, her passion, her dedication for science was so much inspiring. It was so She was so excited about her work, the way she talks about her work. I wanted to feel the same, and that's how I went into chemistry, trying to do PhD at Institute of Life Science. And I started seeing how molecules work and disease level, how molecules can be altered to get certain reactions. That's where it all started. Sure. We used to have kind of science exhibition and competitions that were held in our school times, and I would be the first one to make some projects and show it to my teachers. This is school, and I think I continued doing that till my level where I enjoyed mixing stuffs, and I've just passed that DNA to my son as well. So he loves doing that as well. So when I entered into PhD after Darshan and Ranganathan, it was my PhD guide, who just instilled finding new chemistries, trying to do new molecules, making new catalyst, and that's where my thesis was revolving around. Until then, it was just trying to understand the subject. We didn't know what chemistry was all about in our early years before graduation, right? So it wasn't when I joined ISCT. That's when my complete interest was there to it got stronger that I have to be in chemistry. I have to keep finding new chemistry molecules, new catalyst, doing different kind of new enzymatic reactions. That all fascinated me, anything that I wanted to start new. So during that my journey, I had my supportive colleagues, who some people had failed reactions, some people had successful reaction. We threw about 100 reactions in the sink, but then it was one day, the eureka moment, your reaction worked, and then you started publishing papers, and the journey just began. All right. I think the agility that I have is helping me through navigate to different navigate my journey of professional careers. Okay, that's one thing that I would say, and I'm very optimistic as well. So during my my professional careers, I had to take hard decisions. When you have two people working in the family, both in academics, it's very difficult to satisfy your successful careers. And at that point, being agile, and then chemistry has helped me to navigate a completely different career. I've started with organic chemistry, then moved into biomedical chemistry, biomedical sciences. Then I moved into teaching chemistry. I enjoyed that thoroughly. Now I'm trying to translate what I have learned into entrepreneurship and see their effect to the society. So, I think that's what. So currently, apart from mentoring many startups who are working with, biological solution or chemical solution for societal problems, I also try to solve some of the societal problem out of my own interest, being an entrepreneur myself. So what my interest lies is how to convert waste into value. So I've been working with recycling plastic and converting into virgin plastics. That is one of the projects that I've been working. Apart from this, I've been working with many startup founders who are trying to come up with solutions that can clean the ponds that are very dirty. You see, go to villages, you have ponds full of slime, and it is not good for anybody to use that kind of water. So we made formulations that could clean the ponds, and bring back the biodiversity or bioaquatic life in the pond. I've also worked with people who are coming up with alternative packaging. I've been guiding them to come up with different kind of solutions. One such example that I would say, currently a student is working with me who is trying to make alternative packaging for toothpaste. Toothpaste, what we use is little bit, hardly 1 or 2 mg of it, but then we always have a bigger pack. So he's converting them into capsules and tablets, which can just be put in the mouth, and then you brush can be used, and you don't need that plastic tubes of your toothpaste that can be replaced to 80 or 90%. So there are many such projects that have been associated during my 20 years of career um, so far. Um, sure, I think the major challenge to me that I had to navigate my career multiple times as a woman, which in a way has been very fruitful for me, maybe, but I'm enjoying what I'm doing today. So my journey started, from doing PhD from ICT, and then moving on to uh, taking up Humboldt fellowships. 16, 17 years back when I did my PhD, Indian scenario, you're asked to start a family, get married and things like that. And then it opens up a different kind of a challenge to us. But then having a supporting family is a blessing in disguise. So things were slightly better. But then it was getting difficult as both of us were of the same age and progressing towards our career. So that is a challenging, I think all young women are facing. There many of them I know are living apart and then to pursue their careers, and that is a big sacrifice they are all making. So which I did not want to do it. So what I did is I utilized my skill, what I have learned in chemistry, and has I've been applying it throughout my professional career, and it has been a very very interesting journey to me. So my suggestion to all young women, would be just be, have a balanced a decision. for making your career. And chemistry is such a subject that it can be applied, and I think that was the best thing that I chose, I felt. Yes, with what all I've been saying, if the opportunity does not knock, you build a door for yourself. And that's how I've been doing it all through my professional career. When I qualified Humboldt, I went to Germany. That was an opportunity that I built. And then I came to US because my family was in US. So there I tried to search for different places where, but then there was no opportunity. So I opened up a door and went on to teaching chemistry, right? Then when I came back to India because of different family reasons, now then, my interest of seeing translational was higher, to see the impact of the society was higher. So I think that's how I navigated. So this quote and mantra, if you opportunity does not lock, you just knock, you just build a door. It is well said by Milton Barley. I think the best advice now, what I feel is, giving back to the society, that be positive and inspire people as many as you can, because I believe as chemical scientists we have an ability to solve many challenges and make this place a better to live for all of us. So I've been vocal about advocating STEM, advocating chemistry, and being mentoring for many students, imparting training and empowering and guiding them. um, so which I think has also helped me to carve my career. So this is what I've been doing. So, and this is my my message to the young ones and to myself as well. Keep doing what you're doing, and I think things will fall in place. So, as I told you, I've been working in a couple of ideas relating to waste management, giving chemical solutions, so that we can come up with better solutions to tackle waste. In that regards, I'm working on two projects. As I said, plastic converting to virgin plastics. So that is under R&D stage. So I'm close to POC. So if that clicks, maybe I will take up entrepreneurship as well myself, because I am very close. I closely feel for the environment, and this is something that I can do. The other thing that I'm working on is coming up with a good solution for the waste generated during the rainy season. During the rainy season, the weight quantity increases and it's very difficult to decompose. And then it has been a huge problem in my state that I'm staying in. And of course, it's across India and the world. So I'm trying to come up with new formulations that can accelerate the uh, compost formation, and new designs of devices that can do as well as including the formulation. So this is my current research that I'm working on that can have greater impact to the environment. Well, I think reducing carbon is my first mantra, I would say. Carbon footprint. Um, I'm a vegetarian myself. And me in my family, along with my son and my husband, we are trying to minimize the use of plastics. Okay, as you say, as you see, I'm more attached to now taking care of the environment. All my solutions are coming for environment. So the first thing that I'm thinking, wherever I can reduce the carbon footprint, we are trying to do that. So that way these small actions might help to reduce, I mean, contribute towards sustainable lifestyle, probably. As I said, in my career, there were important mentors that have helped me to pave my career. There was Dr. Snehalata Nair, Dr. Darshan Ranganathan, Dr. Kumaraswamy. They all helped me to make very informed decisions during my career path. And I think I have no regrets for it. They've been helping me to take right kind of decisions that one needs to take during your transition periods, and their mentorship had really really helped me. So these days as a part of my job, I mentor startup companies, but out of my interest I do mentor students who are taking up chemistry or STEM as subjects and trying to pursue um, studies. Most of them are not very clear on what and why they are pursuing so I get to hear, there was a little girl who was doing BSc in chemistry, and then she comes, she says, no, I really don't know what to do. I want to do MBA next, I want to do research. And there's so many options she threw at me, because that's how the education system is right now, not giving clarity and kids having information at their fingertips and getting confused all the way. So that girl, Aishwarya is her name. Very recently, I think just 2 3 months back, she has joined her masters, because I talked her, I walked through her to make a informed decision of what to pursue. And now she's doing her MSc in Chandigarh, and she's very happy with her decision. So such kind of examples are plenty, where I encounter students during my boot camps that I do. I go visit colleges to do outreach activities. I go to schools where we try to tell what are why creativity and innovations are important, what they can contribute. All of that is what I love to do. I think its impact to the society was most exciting. So when I was making a transition from US to India, I happened to be working in UCF, so University of Central Florida. All right, there was an incubation center where I happened to go, and also there was one medical college in Orlando, Lake Nona Medical College. That's where I was doing my projects. And there also there was a incubation center in Ohio University. There was one more incubation center. So we happened to gather all of these knowledge, because that's when these technology transfer and all of that was happening during that period from 2007 till 2014. Everywhere I went to these places, people were talking of technology transfer, people were talking of patents. And when suddenly I moved from US to India, and I always had an option for going into academics. I did give interviews in IIT Bhubaneshwar, I did give in Central University Jharkhand. I also interviewed myself, I got interviewed for Dr. Reddy's to get in. But there were different reasons for being in Bhubaneswar. But then what just happened after that was, I was able to see if technology IP can be taken, encashed, and applied for the benefit of the society. So I stumbled into a lot of faculty people who had absolutely no idea about it. Then I ventured into getting a TTO training from BIRAC, which I got selected. And you see a complete commercial angle for any technology that is being developed by any of these scientists. So I get to interact with a lot of doctors having brilliant ideas. They collaborate with physicists, they collaborate with biotechnologists, they come up with new ideas. Now I help them to create IPs. One of my mentored doctor, I would say, has just sold her technology for 1.75 cr. And that is happiness, to me. That is satisfaction. It could be not me doing chemistry in lab, but then, little thought, yeah, the discussions, the scientific discussions, the IP related discussions, or the business discussions have led to many such products um, that have come to the market.